So if you're wondering how to check the pedestal and see the amperage of your unit, this first of all is the pedestal. You'll see it very common in these mobile home parks. It's usually a 5x2 pad which has all 4 utilities: electric, gas, sewage, and water. Okay, so right here, you open up this pedestal. They're usually always the same. Actually, they're sometimes different, but you'll see right here, it'll either say 50 or 100. Those are the most common ones. Sometimes you'll see 150 or 200. Sometimes you'll see as little as 30. But knowing that is very important when it comes to building a home and that sort of thing. So we built this home as a 50 amp, so that's a problem. So we call that process de-amping the home. This unit is built and designed and permitted for 100 amp load electricity. So, but basically, the issue with that is that this is, so you can see that inside the home, if we go to the breaker, this is the electric box. We have 100 amp main. So this is built for 100 amps, which means all the big utilities, we have the fridge, dishwasher, blah, blah, blah. The main things are the air conditioning, the appliances, the washer, dryer, the microwave. These are all things they measure. The amperage really is kind of, I would say, is the load. It's the max output that you can use for the home before anything breaks. So basically, now we have to change all of this up. So all of these should be able to add up to 100, which is a lot of room for error. But now knowing that the max main box has to be switched to 50, we have to get a permit for that. So usually you'll have to go to an electrician and they'll have to get a permit from the state. And then they're gonna inspect to make sure that the load calculations are actually correct. So they're probably gonna ask us to change your dryer. If you had an electric dryer, they would have you change it to a gas dryer, which is what we already have, which is great. Now, also, they're probably gonna make sure that you don't have an electric stove, which is what we also don't have, which is also great. So this is a gas stove, which means it doesn't require heavy electricity. We also don't have a microwave, a built-in microwave. That's the key thing. And I want you to understand why we built this home in this way is sometimes we build units before the unit is actually needed. So we can always de-amp the home, but we can't always up-amp the home. That might not be a term, but we can't bring it up. So we always order the home at 100 amp, knowing that we can pay a little bit to de-amp it. So that being said, we pre-build for the issue so that if the issue comes up, all we have to do is a little bit of work to de-amp that home, just the permitting and the box. We don't have to worry about changing the stove or changing an electric dryer or removing an electric microwave, because these are all mistakes that we've done before. So that is something that's very important to know. There's also a live wire that also has to be changed on this home as well. So there usually comes with a lifeline.
A few moments later.
I can't find it right now, but the cable that goes from the home to the pedestal is probably a 100 amp cable, and we'll have to change that to a 50 amp as part of the permitting process too. So hopefully that was educational. I know we can go more into detail as they start to do that process. We'll make more videos on it, but hopefully that was informational to you. Thanks for watching Franco Mobile Homes. Meanwhile, check out our other videos around mobile homes. We definitely aim to build more content around mobile homes. So you're watching and you're subscribing, support.